They are globally known, but they were locally grown.
Dallas does. I mean, it feels a lot like home because it's where we come to see our parents.
And where we come for holidays to visit them, so absolutely, it's so fun to be here.
Dallas claims the Bush family as residents.
Please welcome
And the Bush twins as native daughters.
George W. Bush.
Thank you.
But only one man can claim them
Thank you all for coming.
as his daughters.
I never thought they'd be authors when they were teenagers.
The former president welcomed them to the stage at his presidential library.
Our little girls, Jenna and Barbara, as well as Charlotte Jones.
Their final stop on a book tour through Texas. Behind the scenes,
Thank you so much for doing this.
Jenna Bush Hager and new mom Barbara Pierce Bush
What's it like to watch your parents as grandparents?
spent some time with us.
I think my dad's really thrilled that her name is Cora Georgia. Georgia, obviously, after him and his dad. So he just calls her C. George. He's trying to make that stick. I'm actively trying to make that not stick. But it's been so much fun to see them melt over this little tiny, beautiful creature.
Well, let's talk about this book. Okay.
An only child living on a street with no kids is Superpower Sisterhood's main character.
It's really based on our mom and her childhood.
When new neighbors with daughters move in, the girls all become friends. Friends who feel a lot like sisters. And together, those sisters are unstoppable.
And our mom was an only child, but she had a group of friends that were her sisters. They were her found sisters. They each are very different, but they have normal human powers. And together, they make each other feel more brave than they ever would be alone.
Jenna and Barbara are moms of daughters growing up in a social media age where few things are private. But their entire lives have been public.
There was no guidebook to be first children.
From moments of wonder to moments of,
Unfortunately, I got in trouble.
whoops.
Some of these girls went to college with me. Remember Allison, who gave me a fake ID? That was kind of stupid,
I remember, Jenna, specifically with you sticking the tongue out at the photographer. Such an iconic moment. How would you counsel kids about the fact that now there are so many things that you do that will stick with you forever?
Well, I think, first of all, even saying that puts so much pressure on kids. Nobody thinks of me, only as that. And if they do, those aren't the type of people I want to surround myself anyway.
How will you try to raise your daughters to be strong and understand that what's inside matters and the voice of the critic is maybe not what they need to listen to?
What I hope for her is that she figures out who she is. That's what matters. It doesn't matter who other people think she should be.
And I think we had such good examples. Our parents did not invest time or emotions into what people that didn't know them thought.
What a wonderful surprise to see you, Mrs. Bush.
As we wrapped up, one of those parents walked in. The Bushes believe each of us has a superpower. Jenna says Barbara's is her heart.
Sisters wear capes.
Barbara says Jenna's
I'm sorry, the kilt with the matching tie
is her humor.
to the White House. Somebody told me I looked like a Scottish talk show host.
There is great power in women who support women, inspiring girls to support girls. In Dallas, I'm Teresa Woodard.